A massive dust storm has swept across parts of Texas, turning clear skies into a thick wall of dust and dramatically reducing visibility across several regions. Strong winds and dry conditions combined to create dangerous driving conditions, forcing authorities to issue warnings as the storm moved across the state. But how did this dust storm start? Which areas were hit the hardest? And what could happen next? Let's take a closer look. What happened? The dust storm began when a powerful weather system moved across the central United States. This system brought extremely strong winds across Texas, with gusts reaching around 50 to 60 miles per hour in some areas. These strong winds picked up loose soil and dry sand from open land and farmland, lifting massive amounts of dust into the air and pushing it across large parts of the state. As the dust spread, it created what meteorologists call blowing dust events, where visibility can drop dramatically within minutes. In some locations, drivers reported visibility dropping to almost zero, creating extremely dangerous road conditions. Areas affected the most. The regions most affected by the dust storm were mainly across North Texas and the Texas Panhandle. Cities and areas near Quanah, Hardeman County, Amarillo, Lubbock, and other parts of the western and northern Texas plains experienced the strongest winds and the thickest dust clouds. These regions are particularly vulnerable because they have large open land areas and dry soil that can easily be lifted into the air during strong wind events. In some places, the blowing dust stretched across hundreds of miles, showing just how massive the storm system was. Impact of the dust storm. The impact of the storm was immediate. Drivers on highways reported near brownout conditions where visibility was reduced to less than half a mile. Authorities warned motorists to slow down or avoid travel in the worst affected areas. Strong winds also caused additional problems such as fallen tree branches, power disruptions, and debris being blown across roads. Dust storms like these can also pose health risks, especially for people with asthma or respiratory problems, because the fine particles in the air can make breathing difficult. Why dust storms happen in Texas? Dust storms are not unusual in parts of Texas. The western and northern regions of the state often experience dry conditions, especially during late winter and early spring. When a strong cold front moves through the area, it can create powerful winds that sweep across the plains. If the ground is dry and vegetation is limited, those winds can easily lift dust and soil into the air. That combination of strong winds, dry soil, and open land is exactly what leads to large dust storms like the one seen today. While the dust storm is expected to move away as wind speeds decrease, meteorologists say similar events can happen again during windy and dry periods. For residents and drivers, the most important advice during a dust storm is to stay alert, reduce speed on the roads, and avoid travel if visibility becomes too poor. As weather patterns continue to shift across the region, authorities are monitoring conditions closely to ensure public safety. For now, Texans are once again reminded of the power of nature and how quickly weather conditions can change.